it's super important that people truly understand that they're capable of doing whatever they want to do. It's important for people to understand that we're all equal. We're all created in the image of God. And if we're created by the Creator, that means we also have creative faculties. We have this thing called an imagination. We can close our eyes and see anything we want. And I remember being a little kid, staring out the window, not paying attention in school, but I was in this fantasy land. I was in a fantasy world, and I was seeing the life that I wanted to live. And over the last 8 years, I have lived those exact images that I saw in my mind when I was a little kid. I fell in love with the idea of being, doing, and having anything I wanted. The biggest joys I get now is seeing other people elevate their lives, seeing other people take their income, take their lifestyle to the next level.
Woo! I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Got to get the day started with a little bit of AM Alex Morton. Excuse me in advance. My voice is gone literally from, I can't imagine being out in Croatia with 7,000 plus individuals. I lost my voice being at home watching the event virtually, just feeling the energy literally go through the screen. So safe to say, successful event, phenomenal weekend over there in Zagreb, Croatia. Fran in the building. Cedric, so great to see you, Dreamers. I love it. Wow, wow, wow. If people understood the announcement that just dropped, what's about to happen, the shift that is coming for the rest of 2023, coming into 2024, is going to be astronomical. So excited is an understatement, fired up. And today's training, we're going to be going over Alex Morton's 10 keys, right? How has he been able to not just be inside of the industry for over a decade, but absolutely thrive for the past decade, right? Honestly, the top two inside of the entire industry of what it is that we're doing. So somebody I have so much respect for. I've been able to really watch grow as an individual ever since I graduated college. He's actually the reason why I decided to go all in this industry, because I saw him pretty much drop out, and about a year later made his first million in the industry, and it showed me what's possible. So fired up. Let's get into it. What's everybody grateful for coming into that? I see it starting off right. Cedric, grateful to be alive. Grateful for Wooder. You already know we got our conga here. I love it. Let's go. Drop it down below. Let me know what everybody's grateful for. Let me get live on IG. They're not going to want to miss AM's keys for today. Here we go. Keys to success. Boom. Let's go. TGIM. So thankful it's Monday. So grateful to be alive. So grateful for God. So thankful to be a part of this company. I've been locked in since 2017, and they were talking about it over this weekend, just the growth of how we've been able to evolve, how this evolution has really been able since 2013, right? This company's been around for a decade. Most companies, first year, this is held the truth of time to be able to really show what's possible. And we are here not just for a little bit, we are here to stay for decades to come. So I'm excited. So grateful for the opportunity, for the leadership, for the value that we have. Let's go ahead and dive into Alex Morton's 10 keys for today. You ready? So number one, here's the first thing he talked about. It was crazy. My voice is literally gone. I was going nuts this weekend. So here we go. Number one, he talked about gratitude. So isn't it funny enough how every day we get on here, we talk about gratitude. We hear from all of our mentors, journey your gratitude. Did you send out your gratitude messages for today? Well, today is actually day 417, locked in, getting the feeling, even when we're out in Miami, even during this weekend, still getting it done. Because here's the truth. You know, Alex talked about it. All the leaders talked about it. 11-11, paint your vision. All of us are going to experience trials. All of us are going to experience challenges. But the key of how did they get through it all? How are they still standing on stage if we all have problems, if we all have family issues, if we all have so many things going on in life? They all talked about gratitude, right? Being able to let go of negative traumas, being able to let go of bad investments, right? All these different things. If you guys knew some of the things I was going through, you know that I can relate just as much as what you guys are going through as well. Same with the leaders. So gratitude, right? Even with so many negative things going wrong, how can we be grateful for everything? Okay, so that's number one. Number two is going to be resilience, right? All of these things, I heard it all weekend, all 3 days. And for years, I've always asked the same question, why is it that we might hear the same things over and over and over again? Because the biggest gap between knowing and doing is two different things. So just because we hear it doesn't mean it's not the truth. We just might need to be able to internalize it a little bit deeper. So resilience, here's what they talked about. Everything that we're going to be going through right now has a growth process, right? Building a brand, it's going to take a process. Building an e-commerce store, definitely going to take a process. Learning the skill set of trading is absolutely, definitely going to take a process, right? The law of gestation, great things take time. It takes 9 months to go ahead and create greatness, right? For all of us. A Rolls Royce takes 6 months. It takes a lot of time to go ahead and create things that are really worthwhile and of true value. So resilience, being able to love the journey. So many of them talked about it. Alex talked about it on stage. He said, what's funny about all the materialistic things? He says, we can't wait to get the watch. We can't wait to get to travel. We can't wait to maybe get to the house, the car, the Rolls Royce. He said, after you wear the watch for a couple weeks, it's just a watch. After we drive the Ghost for 2 weeks, it's just a normal car. And I can 1000% relate. So if there's one thing I've really been able to get humbled down in the journey is loving the process, loving every single bit of it, the ups, the downs. So resilience is key. Number three, you talk about energy, right? Energy. And I'm an athlete, so this analogy was great. He said, how many of us have we always seen that are wearing somebody else's last name on their back, right? We like to wear jerseys. For me, I love basketball. I used to wear Jordan all the time until I started realizing that. And I always thought about it. I've never really been the type of person that loved to go to sporting events, that loved to go to basketball games, that loved to go to football games. And the reason being, I started to realize I like to be on the field. Yes, the environment is great. Yes, the experience is phenomenal, but I like to be in the field. I like to be the one taking action. Instead of always celebrating, watching other people win and sitting on the sidelines doing nothing, I know what that feels like. I wanted to go ahead and get in the field and start representing our last name for ourselves. Just like if we look at any big company, most of the time you're going to see a lot of them are somebody's last name. We say it a lot, right? Henry Ford, Rolls Royce, a lot of the big companies that we see, Morgan and Morgan, JP Morgan, right? All these different brands, Ferrari. It's interesting, right? So what is the energy that we're going to show up with every single day? Because the brand that we're rocking, the real shirt that we're wearing every day is right here, is our own last name. And my mentor gave me the biggest shift this morning. He was talking about how everything that we do is an event. Everything that we do is like raising our flag, right? Imagine the old days out in the ocean when they had pirates and you had pirate flags and maybe you had the good guy flags. Everything we do, we're raising a flag. Our morning routine, eating right, going to the gym. But it also works the other way as well. Sucking into the negativity, getting involved in all the drama, getting stuck with the distractions. That's literally raising a flag. And everything that we do, we're reflecting externally whatever it is that we're doing internally. It took me a long time to realize that, but it finally made sense. So energy is everything. The energy that we have internally is going to reflect externally. That's why they say the vibe that we have attracts our tribe. So if you want to build a big business, it starts with our energy, because our energy is going to be the flag that's raised where others are saying, you know what? How can I get a piece of that? How can I get a piece of that happiness? How can I get a piece of that growth? How can I get a piece of stepping into the highest version of myself? That's the flag that every single one of us have the ability to go ahead and raise every single day. Because that's the truth. When we become the best version of ourselves, we're naturally going to inspire others to go ahead and do the same. Okay, number 4. Alex Morton. If there's one thing I really know this man for, it's about all out massive action, right? Yes, he's studious. Yes, he studied from Bob Proctor for years as a personal mentee. Yes, he's huge with God. Yes, he talks about the spiritual part of success all day long, but he also talks about faith without action is dead, is useless, right? Action, he talks about my action is not just in the company is in my DNA. What does he mean by that? Took me a while to understand that one, but as I went through time, that one finally made sense too. Meaning, anywhere that we go, guess what? The company's in our DNA. Meaning, we have the ability to impact anybody at any given time. I was at the gym yesterday, right? I'm at the gym. I'm literally sitting down. I'm looking at a trade. Somebody walks by. They happen to see my phone. They look at the chart. I said, "Hey, are you trading?" I said, "Yeah, I'm actually looking at crypto right now." They're like, "Yo, no way. I'm actually super huge into crypto." Boom. Ended up getting the Instagram, created the relationship. Now we're probably going to go ahead and meet up today. Why? Taking massive action, utilizing the products that we have. You guys realize that anywhere we have Wi-Fi, we can actually go ahead and get paid, whether that be with trading, building an e-commerce store, so many different streams. But if you really start tapping in and utilizing it, you're going to see that almost anybody walking, they're looking for what we have. Think about it. Pay attention today. When you look around, look at all of the people who look at their phone all day long and ask yourself this question. Do you think they're making money from it legally? And the answer for most people, for 95% of them, is no. They're not using a smartphone. They're utilizing a dumb phone. And it's not to talk down on anybody. That's to say that we have value that most people are looking for. So don't be afraid to take massive action, to speak up, to create that relationship, to put out that piece of content, to go out, showcase the product, showcase that testimonial, right? You never know if we can fly if we never take the jump. Maybe throwing an event this week, throwing a launch flyer, right? All of these different ways that we can go out and take massive action is ways that we can go out and move the needle every single day, right? The little things add up. Number 5 is going to be timing, right? Timing is everything. You see, real estate is all about location, but business is all about timing. Being able to, even for me, this is huge. Getting a schedule. Alex Morton talks about it all day long. Show me your schedule. I'll be able to go ahead and show you your paycheck. I'll be able to show you your income. So even for this week, here's the question. Is this week already laid out? Everybody's coming back home from Croatia. There's going to be a lot of momentum, a lot of rank ups, a lot of withdrawals, a lot of ka-chings. Get ready for the fire that's coming inside of the chats. And the biggest reason that's happening right now, they're taking advantage of the timing, right? So many people are going to be looking for streams. So many people towards the end of the year are going to be ready for change coming in 2024. And we're going to be here with arms open, wide, ready to go ahead and give them the value that they've been looking for. Because if you stay consistent, I promise you, you never know who's watching. We all have people inside of our content right now. If you look at your comments on your posts and you look at your likes and you go and look at your eyeballs, you're always going to have more eyeballs than we do have likes and comments. Why is that? Because people like to watch. And if you stay consistent, I'm telling you, people are going to realize that only just one job is not enough. People are going to be looking for different ways to go ahead and have their money work for them. Lady Boss Nikki in the building. What's going on? My voice is literally gone. Here we go. I got a couple more for you. Number 6, never give up, right? 10 plus years in the industry. Look at Matt Rosa. Years upon years learning and growing. Some people didn't have their breakthrough until their 5th, 7th year. There was individuals who didn't hit chairman till their 7th year in the industry. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth it to go ahead and have this long-term vision? You see, when I got started in 2017, I've planted my flag. I made the decision to say, this is where I'm locked in. This is where I'm going to be able to learn these skill sets, use this as a vehicle to be able to go ahead and level up into different areas of our life. And that's exactly what this platform is. Matt Rose has been able to go ahead and dive into his music career. Why? Because now he has money capital to go ahead and invest, right? So many amazing testimonies I could go on and on talking about. Right? Hardly noticed the voice. But this is huge. This is a reason why some people have been so locked in, because they know what this industry can do. Okay. Number 7. Hey, this is part of the journey. Being able to go all out and give out the energy, right? The voice is gone. This is what it takes, getting emotionally involved, being able to really get deep and visualize these emotions, visualize the future, being able to visualize something that's going to wake us up excited every day. That's the key. And that's what this weekend did for a lot of people. Some people literally went from nothing but making a decision. Enough is enough. I'm ready to go ahead and give back to my family. I'm ready to go ahead and do what it is that I'm born to do. Drop a 2 down below if we know that we can do more so that we can become more. Drop a 2 down below. And I believe this is where a lot of that energy came from this weekend. So much success, so many testimonies. And I believe everybody really had that moment. Say, you know what? Not if it can happen for them, it can happen for me. But the fact of the matter is, everybody's story is different. But the second that we believe in us, the second that we get to a point where we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, when the pain of change outweighs the pain of remaining the same, that's when we finally change. That's when the move happens. And I believe that was the shift that happened this weekend for literally not hundreds, thousands of individuals. So this is key. Okay. Number 7, because there's only 2 ways that failure happens inside of this industry. People either quit or they do nothing. Only 2 ways. Okay. Next, number 7, enjoying the process. This is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful every day. It's not supposed to be like something like, man, I have to get up. I have to get on the go live. I have to call my mentor. I have to get inside of the group chats. It should be something that's exciting. I'm excited to get in the group chat, every day, to show my energy, to see everybody leveling up, to see people hitting the gym, getting on the sessions, learning new information, and more importantly, applying that information. Seeing the rank ups, seeing the new ka-chings, seeing the energy, seeing the renewed confidence come back inside of people. That's what fires me up now. Seeing people start mastering the skill sets, right? Now trading really starts to make sense. We got people getting funded accounts, hitting withdrawals. We got people getting their e-commerce store up in a matter of a couple of weeks and starting getting some ka-chings. This is where the magic happens. Enjoying the process, making it fun. So what if a couple of products don't work? Maybe your next one could change the game. So what if we lose a couple of trades? With the right risk management, that next trade is going to make up for the last 5. So for me, I had to realize even years later, being able to enjoy the process. Shout out to Lady Boss Nikki, woke up in profits. Let's go. It's fun. This is fun. Nothing is a loss. It's always a lesson. So when we get back out there, we've sharpened our sword. So I'm learning, and I've learned over the course of the journey to look at things in a different light. If we threw an event and nobody showed up, why get frustrated? That's practice. That's getting the reps in. So now when somebody shows up next time, we've already done the presentation. We already have more confidence. Caught blues last night. Let's go. I love to see it. So enjoying the process, having fun, setting a goal for the next event, setting a goal for the next of the year, for the rest of the year. That we can sit and the ball drops and really be excited because we already set the plan, ran the play, and it's not a coincidence how we got there because everything was already set in stone 90 days before it even happened. Huge. This is keys right here. Ready? I got 3 more. Stick with me. Number 8 is going to be self-image. Oh, yeah. We got gold, too. New announcements. Shout out. New gold announcements. We got new packages coming out. This company is unbelievable. Okay. Number 8 is going to be self-image. The way we see ourselves is the way the world sees us is exactly what Alex Morton said. So somebody that's making that type of income, that has that type of influence, if he has that much going on externally, I want you to realize what's going on internally is a whole different beast. If you could see the visual of that, it's bigger than we could ever even imagine. That's the truth. If you could see the Powerball that's happening in here, it's planets wide. So what happens externally is not a coincidence. We just can't see the spiritual side. So the self-image, how do we see ourselves? Can we see ourselves with a successful trading account, with a successful e-commerce store, being able to travel, being able to go ahead and go to mom and say, you know what? Here's the check, your mortgage, forget about it. You don't got to worry about that anymore. Here's the keys to their house. Here's the keys to their car. What does your self-image look like when you've already imagined, envisioned that, felt it, embodied that spiritually before it even happens? How do you walk? How do you talk? How do you greet people? What type of love do we give out? Are we afraid to give out any value in any videos anymore because we know the value that's inside? This is where the magic happens. This all comes from self-image. If you really want to get into the self-image, a couple of different things to listen to that he talked about. Earl Nightingale, right? The Strangest Secret. If you've never heard of that, he talks about our subconscious mind is 30,000 times stronger than our conscious mind. So years ago, I learned from individuals like Austin Godsey, I fall asleep to audios. I don't fall asleep, thinking about my negative thoughts, thinking about what went wrong today, thinking about what didn't work out right in the past. I fall asleep to audios to go ahead and trigger the mind, to go ahead and keep the subconscious mind focused on the goals, focused on where we're going, focused on the vision, focused on the play. Because where focus goes, energy flows. This is why the night routine and the morning routine is two of the most powerful things that we can ever put together to really develop that self-image. Because if we go to sleep thinking about our goals, thinking about where we're going, thinking about our vision, when we wake up to success, you see, we fall asleep to our dreams, but we wake up to our success. You see the difference? But if somebody that falls asleep thinking about lack, thinking about what didn't work out, what's not going right in their life, guess what they're going to wake up to? They're going to wake up to the old version. They're going to wake up in a dual vibration. And that day, most of the time, how we start the day, that's how it follows. So if we can start the day on fire, most of the time, that's how it's going to flow. But it starts with the nights before, building that self-image. Up at 4:44, jumping out of bed. I love it. Let's go. Shayna in the building. I see you, Queen. I got two more for you. You ready? Success, right? He talked about, what does success mean to you? Success is different for everybody. To some, it might be living in Beverly Hills. To others, it might be being able to go back to a different country and getting in that RV and being able to travel different countries. So for everybody on here, you've got to identify what is success to you. It's different to everybody. This is why they call it deep work and shallow work. You got to take some time to really think about this. For myself, I've always wanted to travel. I've always wanted to see different cultures. I've always wanted to try different foods. I've always wanted to experience unforgettable experiences because I learned after my sister passed, life is not about the passing of time. It's truly about a collection of moments, experiences, and memories. So I love to travel, love to experience different cultures, love to see different people, love to see other success in different parts of the world, to see their hunger, to see their drive. It's different in different countries, right? So we talked about for success, there's three D's. Decision, or no, there's two D's and S. Decision is being able to understand it's not as tough as many think. In a world where it's so easy to complain, it's so easy to blame people, we have so much access right from our phone. There's never been an easier time to go out and become a millionaire right from our phone. There's never been a way to go out and give value with one video and reach thousands, millions of people. Number two, we talked about is the strategy. We can have the best strategy in the world, but if we don't have the states, everything else is going to be irrelevant. So we have the strategy, we have the academy, we have our go lives, we have our mentorship sessions, we have everything that we need. So nobody can say, yo, where's the strategy? Where's the blueprint? We have the boot camps. We have everything. We have our apps. We have Blaze. We have Swipecoin. We have everything. We have new gold launches. There's no way that we can fail. Just got to plug in. And D, the third piece, is going to be the D of discipline, self-mastery. He said when we get into self-mastery, the business becomes easy. And I say it all the time too. It took me a while, but I realized that. When we become the best version of ourselves, everything else starts to go ahead and flow. Becomes simple to get on Go Live. Becomes simple to go ahead and call our mentor. Becomes simple to ask questions because it becomes second nature. Like our last name, it feels weird not to go to the gym at this point for some of you. Feels weird not to journal. Feels weird not to show up. Feels weird not to be tapped in. That's how it's supposed to be. But that only comes with discipline. That only comes with making a decision. That only comes with really believing the strategy that we have, the blueprint that we have. So that's the 10 keys to success, family, for going out and really making it happen. Alex Morton style, becoming the best version of ourselves. This is from somebody who's had a decade plus experience in the industry, somebody who's honestly made more money than more rappers and athletes that we can think of. And it's safe to say that if he's planting his flag, if he's locked in, for the next decade and beyond, right there behind them. And here's the best part about it, right? Birds of a feather flock together, right? So if we're hanging around eagles, those that are seeing mass success, those that are growing at incremental levels and astronomical levels, don't you think it's safe to say that we're going to be right there behind them? That if the neighbor gave their mail of success, ours is on the way too. Absolutely. Rising tides raises all ships, and we are set up for a phenomenal 2024 and beyond. We are in proximity, right people, right time, right place. Dreamers, go out and be great. If you got any value from today, drop some 10s down below, smash that like button, and get ready. Let's go out and dominate the rest of this month. Have a great end to the fourth quarter as we approach it, and let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. Happy Monday. Let's get to work. It's game time.